Hey, fourth grade, Ms. Quinn here. Just want to go over quickly what we did this afternoon in our math packet, our Ronald's packet for this week. So one of the problems, what we've been working on is whole number, so multiplying whole numbers and fractions. So there was a problem, you guys already did this, but I want to break it down again just to make sure we all understand. So we have 3 times 1 2/3. Okay, so what this means is that, move all these, is that so when we're multiplying, it's repeated addition, right? So it's 1 2/3 plus 1 2/3 plus 1 2/3. Okay, it's 3 times of 1 2/3. So on our number line, we start from 0. We're going to jump 3 times this number that we're multiplying by. Okay, so we can start by having 1 2/3 here. Okay, and that can be our first jump. And so then the next thing that we need to find out is what is another 1 2/3. Okay, so you can add those together. And if we add them, we have 1 whole and another whole, so that gives us 2 wholes for adding these 2 together. And then we have 2/3 plus 2/3. So that'll give us 4/3. Okay, 4/3. And then we're going to add another 1 2/3 at the end there. But we know that 4/3 is an improper fraction. That's more than 1 whole. 3/3 gives us 1 whole. So we're going to change this number to be the 1 whole. We're going to add the 1 whole. So it's going to be 2 plus the 1 whole. That gives us 3/3. And then we'll have a third left over. So this will give us 3 1/3. So our next jump of 1 2/3 is going to be 3 1/3. Okay, because 4/3 is actually a whole and 1/3 extra. So we have 2 plus a whole and 1/3 extra. It gives us 3 1/3. So now that we have 3 1/3, we're going to add our last 1 2/3. So 3 1/3 plus 1 2/3. To find out our last jump, we're multiplying 1, 2, and our last jump here to 3. 3 times, right? So 3 plus 1 we know is 4. And 2 plus 1, 2/3 plus 1/3 is going to give us 3/3. And we know that 3/3 is equal to 1 whole. So we do 4 wholes plus 1 whole equals 5. So our last jump here is going to be 5. Okay, because you're multiplying, you're doing 1 2/3 3 times. 3 times 1 2/3. It's a repeated addition. So we're always jumping 1 2/3, 1 2/3, and 1 2/3. Okay, so 1 2/3 3 times is going to give us 5.